What is up, guys? My name is AK. I'm back again with another YouTube video. Now, in today's video, I thought what I'd do is I'd take you into one of my public match games that are at a very high sort of skill-based matchmaking level. Obviously, you know I play competitive, so chances are I'm going to be playing against some of the hardest lobbies, and I can sort of judge that probably is the case, being with how often I come up against other pros and people that I recognise as big, good players in the competitive community. So I thought what I'd do is I'd take you into one of my games and sort of show you me sort of trying to get camos in these lobbies, because that's essentially what I do. So I'm currently working on the LMGs. We have the assault rifles, subs, and tactical rifles, diamond, as well as the pistols, but they're in the secondary category. But yeah, now we're working on the LMGs. So we're working on this one. I'll quickly run through the class. Basically, we're going to be playing some hardcore. That is what I tend to play on pubs, just because it's easiest for getting camos. So we're essentially just using quite a high mobility class, like the bruiser grip and the saw cut down. These are all sort of like high mobility attachments, because essentially in hardcore, especially when you're using something as sort of big and chunky as an LMG, sometimes that movement speed and sort of the slow handling of the weapons gets you killed a few times. So I thought what I'd do is I'd throw on some sort of high mobility attachments, and yeah, we can take that into Hardcore Nuketown. Now, I think it's also a good opportunity to try out some of the wallbang spots that I showed you in a video that I uploaded yesterday. So if you haven't seen that already, and you do play a lot of Hardcore Nuketown, go check that out. I'm sure it'll be very helpful. With that said and done, let's jump into a game. Right, so here we are. We've got a game of hardcore domination on Nuketown. So this is going to be a good game mode for trying out our wallbang spots. So I think we'll give that a go right off the bat. Now, there is one that you can do sort of over this fence. I don't think we got a particularly good spawn for that one, but yeah, let's just try and see if we can get some kills. So we've got one there. Guy pushing up. You're dead. Now, as I mentioned briefly before, this is a very sort of high mobility class with an LMG that you might not expect an LMG sort of playstyle to be, but on hardcore, it's all about like the fast reaction times and being able to do everything quite quick. So yeah, that's why I've sort of focused on maxing out the mobility on this class, and yeah, hopefully it's going to pay off. Now, those people are sort of pre-firing, right? So I want to... there we are. Okay, we've got a 7 streak to start with. Not too bad, not too bad. Now let's see if we can... Well, I was going to say use one of our spawn traps, but if you look at the kill feed, you need to sort of judge the kill feed to work out whether you can do it or not. Just because if they've killed a lot of your team and none of them have died, they're not going to be spawning up. So there's no point spraying into their spawn, because if none of them have died recently, none of them are going to be respawning. So just a good one to keep in mind when you try and use these spots. Now, after our hot start, we haven't been doing too well. We've died a few times in a row, so we'll see if we can turn that around. It's all about getting a map pressure, really. We need to see if we can push up and then make our way into their spawn. Now, as you can see, I sort of go around and I just sort of experiment, just wallbang everything, because if you've played this game a lot, you'll know that you can wallbang quite a lot in this. So you can sort of just sit and try to wallbang things, and chances are you're probably going to have a good chance of doing it. Now, another little trick I'll show you guys for hardcore, if you do end up playing it quite a lot, is you can actually see a map on the screen. If you go to the scoreboard and then press one of your bumpers, you can actually go and see a map, which, despite there being no UAV, like when there's no UAV, you can still see where all your teammates are. And also, more importantly, you can see where your teammates are spawning. Because once you see where your teammates are spawning, you know where the enemy is spawning, so you know where to shoot. So yeah, it's a good little trick that you guys might want to give a go if you're playing hardcore anytime soon. I don't know if it's just me that plays hardcore. Certainly in pubs, it's my main played game mode, just because of its sort of ease for getting camos, and it's quite chill to play. It's quite fast paced, but yeah, it's quite chill to play if you're doing well. See, we just got a double kill through that wall there. So it really is just about spraying and trying to see if you can get any kills. Now, as you can see, we're called in that hater, but they have a counter spike lane. Now, that's another thing LMGs are good for. You can pretty much spray down a lot of score streaks. In fact, attack choppers, they are absolutely ridiculous at killing. So yeah, if you're worried about the enemy team having streaks, but you've got an LMG, don't worry, you're probably okay. So doing a bit more spraying through the wall. Now, when you get to a good level of skill-based matchmaking, or just playing against good players, they start to predict the pushes, and then again they start trying to wallbang you and trying to do all the little tricks to kind of get you back for what you're doing to them. But I don't know. Whatever they can do, I can do better. Now, by the looks of it, we've got our VTOL. So I think what we'll do is we'll. How long have we got left of this round? I think we'll save that for next round. Okay, so if you do know the wallbang spot from the other side, they can actually spray through the fence. Now, I will give it a quick try on this side, see if we can get anything. As you can see, just picked up one there. So yeah, go give that one a try. If you haven't seen my wallbang spots on Nuketown video, I literally uploaded it yesterday. It's actually doing really well as a video. So go check that out, and I'm sure you'll thank me later. If you do play a lot of Hardcore Nuketown, if you don't, and you play it every so once in a while, I'm sure you will do the complete opposite of thanking me. In fact, you're probably going to be very angry at me for sort of bringing these spots to light, because granted, they are very annoying when people use them. So yeah, I think for half the people it's really annoying, and for half the people it's really cool. So yeah, I guess it depends what camp you fall into. Now, by the looks of it, one of them's got a chopper gunner, so I think we're just going to sort of play it nice and hidden, wait for that chopper gunner to go. I don't know how much longer it's going to be in the air, but I can't imagine too long. Let's have a little check where we're spawning. I think we are still spawning this side. And once that chopper gunner has exited the sky, my VTOL will go up, and then we'll get a bit of revenge on them for trying to spawn trap us. There we are. So that one's gone, so I think it's now time we call in our VTOL and trap them in their spawn. Now, it is good if they're spawning on the A side when you have your VTOL, just because that's the side of the map that the VTOL actually flies in from, so that's quite helpful for getting a few kills off the start. But again, if you get teammates that push up the map too far, they can actually influence the spawns and cause them to flip. So sometimes on Hardcore, if you see a teammate that's pushing up too far into the other team's spawn, you might just want to do yourself a favour and just just kill them. Just because you don't want to flip the spawns, because that sort of reduces the amount of time that you can actually use getting kills with your VTOL, because you constantly have to fly around backwards and forwards from the spawns. Now, I think this VTOL is doing pretty well for us. Are we approaching 10k score? We're on about 7k, so we do have a gunship as our third and final streak. I actually don't see why the gunship is so much more, or so many more points than the VTOL. I don't actually rate it particularly much more. I think the VTOL is actually a very good streak for the amount of points it actually costs to get. Right, I think we're going to give our favourite wallbang spot and a try again, see if we can get any kills. We have there's someone up the top. Yeah, that's the thing. You do sort of need to clear out the map a bit if you do want to be able to use them. And yeah, but I think the wallbang spots are pretty effective, sort of generally across the board. Now, as you can see, they've got a lot of players dead, so they'll likely be spawning up. But we have teammates blocking the spawns, so the spawns are flipped. This is what I mean. It's like there's only so much you can do by yourself when you have teammates that are very bloodthirsty and just want to push up into the enemy spawn and keep flipping the spawns over and over again, which is rather annoying for people that are just trying to set up a spawn trap. But yeah, I mean, it's not the end of the world. There we are, got another camo for our LMG, the Cosmonaut camo. That's actually, I'd say, the hardest category of camos to get on sort of LMGs and TAC rifles, to be fair. They're the what they call the kills behind cover. I think they're they're not hard. They just take a while to get, and especially after having to get them for assault rifles, pistols, TAC rifles, LMGs. I'm sort of kind of fed up of getting kills behind cover. I wish they had sort of put some other challenges in to just mix it up. So maybe like the kills with 5 attachments and kills with no attachments. I remember them from some of the previous games. They were always pretty easy but pretty fun to do at the same time. So we are getting a nice 4-piece there. But yeah, I wish they had sort of had a bit more variety with the camo challenges rather than like the current ones that they have. I don't think they're the best, but they're not dreadful either. It's sort of, they're just sort of okay. Alright, let's see if we can drop 50 kills. I think we'll be able to. If we can get a little bit of a mini streak going, we might actually be able to get our gunship, which would be a nice way to end the game. But I have a feeling that if we do get the gunship, by the time we finally manage to call it in, chances are the game will be very close to ending. So I doubt we'll get the gunship this game, but all it takes is like one of my streaks to get like one kill or more, or like 1 kill extra from what I got now, and chances are we might have had that. But it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. Pretty happy with this game. Nearly 50 kills. Can we just round off and get 50? for the video. There we are. We got 50 right at the last minute there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, be sure to drop a like. And yeah, if you want to see more gameplays from me playing pubs, yeah, just drop down in the comment section below. Let me know what you thought was good. And yeah, I'll be happy. I'll be sure to make some more videos for you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop a like. And I'll see you all soon. Have a good one.